This is a 1971 M35A2, making a video today to highlight some of the winch controls. I'm actually not going to operate the winch, but just want to go over the controls. Looking inside the cab, the controls for the winch PTO are right here. There's a reverse, neutral, low, neutral, high. And this is a PTO gear-driven winch. In other words, you'd make sure the truck was in neutral, push in the clutch, shift that PTO into reverse or low. Low meaning you pulled the cable in. It's like I said, it's PTO driven. If I open this up and crawl under the truck, I'll show you the PTO. Right here is the PTO. This is your transmission. And I flip that up. See, right now I'm looking in the cab. Comes down right here. This moves forward or reverse to engage your PTO. And there's a drive shaft right here. Runs all the way forward, turns the winch. Crawl out from under the truck. Okay. Back to the winch. So anyway, to unspool the cable, take your chain off. This is your drum lock. Pull, twist, it's off. You can spin this by hand. And you would engage your winch. Oh, I gotta twist it a little bit. Oh, I apologize. There's a latch right here. Safety latch. Flip it up. Engage this. Ooh. Technical difficulties. Alright, now it is fully engaged. In other words, if I go into the cab again, make sure the truck is in neutral, push in on the clutch, shift it into low, it will suck that cable in. Now when you get done with it, obviously you want to disengage it. You pull this back. Put your safety latch down. Now why not engage this? You know, sometimes you guys just turn this by hand a little bit to get it to pop in. Otherwise it'll only go about halfway. You need it fully engaged. Now I'll disengage it. Flip it down. Turn this back up because I like this to be nice and tight. Re-engage my drum lock right here. This is open, now it's locked. Turn this until you hear a click. Click, it's locked. Now a lot of guys, when you're pulling real heavy loads with the winch, you can snap the or actually shear the pin, the shear pin. And I'll point that out real quick. Up under the truck again. There's your shear pin, right here. Nothing special about them. It's an aluminum pin with two clips on either side. And if you get too much load, rather than busting this housing, this shear pin will snap. Another thing to remember when you're winching in cable is if you take that chain too far, you'll wreck this plate right here. But not before you destroy this top plate, because this chain is not designed to go around. So a solution to that is just simple physics. I drug this snatch block out. This is one off of a 5-ton. It's really heavy, but it's rated at 20,000 pounds. And I haven't used it, but I like it. You know, that way you could run your winch cable out to your load, hook your load onto this, run the cable through, and then run it back to a shackle, and you just doubled your winching power, which is important. You know, bury the truck up to the wheels. But that's the general controls on a winch on an M35A2. Just safety. It is PTO driven. It is a 2-man operation. I can do it by myself, but always want to take your drum lock off, engage your winch, and then engage the PTO. Don't engage the PTO and then engage the winch out here, because what can happen is you can get a load and then you won't be able to disengage it, and you'll be running around and you'll break something or break your winch. A side note, it is really hard to see from inside the cab if the winch is turning or not. So you really need someone to say, okay, it's turning, you're in gear, or no, it's not.